Now, after April 2nd, are we going into a recession? Well, in this video, I'll give you context on what's going on. I'll give you my opinion of what probably is going to happen in the near future, and then I'll share with you what a lot of investors are doing in the Tykr community. All right, so I found an article from CNBC that you can see the title right here. More than 180 countries and territories are facing reciprocal tariffs. The baseline percentage will be 10%, which means it can be even higher than that. Now, if you scroll down on this article, you can see kind of comparisons here. China 67%, US 34%, European Union 39%, US 20%. You can see that a lot of these percentages around the world, they're a lot higher in other countries than the US. So sure, maybe an increase in tariffs is needed, but the approach it's a little abrupt. And what it's causing is the market to pretty much tank as we speak. In fact, over the last few days, it's down 4%. All right, before I get to what I believe will happen, let me give you a little context on the Trump Tariff War 1 versus Trump Tariff War 2. So there's an article I wrote on Tykr. You can go to education and then investing blog, and then down here to historical stock market crashes. And within, this is really important to point out, over the last 100 years, there have been about 17 bear markets or recessions with an average duration of about 10 months. This tells us that when the market starts to crash or does crash, it doesn't really fall for long. Now, if you scroll down, I'm actually giving this the title. I don't think it'll catch on, but we'll see. I give it the title, there's Trump Tariff War 1, which was between September of 2017 and March of 2018. At that point, Trump was really negotiating primarily with China, not the entire world. It's just China. And the stock market went down about 7%, and tech stocks, including semiconductor stocks, some of them went down over 30%. But again, it only lasted 6 months. That was a huge buying opportunity. I know I used that opportunity to stockpile, which is a strategy we use here at Tykr. You want to essentially buy those on sale stocks when the market falls. There's nothing wrong with the businesses we're investing in. It's just the market pulling everything down. So it's a great buying opportunity. It's really Warren Buffett investing 101. So that was the first one. Now, this second time around, which I'm calling the Trump Tariff War 2, in this case, I was anticipating about a 3 to 4 month duration as opposed to 6 months. The reason is, and there's an old saying with the stock market, that the stock market doesn't always repeat, but it does rhyme. What that means is when certain events are similar to other events that happen in history, there's a little more confidence in the market, and the market typically recovers faster. So I'm like, all right, so as of April, we're about 2 months into this. I'm thinking another 2 months and we're going to be coming out of this small little recession or bear market. But April 2nd kind of threw a little wrench in the mix after Trump said, hey, 180 countries are going to be, seeing reciprocal tariffs. That's just, we're throwing a wrench in the mix here and causing the market to go down. All right, here's what I think will happen in the future. We know the first Trump tariff war was 6 months. Will this one be 6 months? Maybe. Could it be a little longer? Maybe a little longer, but not much longer. The reason is this. A lot of large financial institutions and hedge funds with leaders at these organizations, not all of them, but there were a few that voted for Trump and supported him. And the longer he goes pushing on these tariffs, the more they're losing money. Now, it's not realized losses, which means you're selling for a loss. It's unrealized. You see your stocks go down, you see it's all in the red. Well, what happens is a lot of these financial institutions and hedge fund managers, their clients are calling them. What the heck is going on? What do I do? How do I handle this? Well, if they're getting heat, guess what? Those same people, they're going to be breathing down Trump's throat. So Trump can't do this forever. Keep that in mind. The longer he goes, more heat he's going to get from people with a lot of money. And Trump did not get to where he's at alone. He had help from people with money. So from my perspective, if I see this hit the 6 month mark, which let's say it's by the middle of the year, I'm going to be saying, hey, if we're not climbing out of this thing now, we should be climbing out very soon. So that's my perspective of what's probably going to happen. All right, now let's get to what are people doing right now. Some of our more confident investors in the Tykr community, they are attacking. They are striking while the iron's hot. You do not want to sit on the sidelines. As we teach people at Tykr, you want to be buying those on sale stocks. You can double check stocks with that 4M confidence booster. You can also use the 7, but it's all these indicators that really align the stars and show, hey, are these strong stocks? And if the market is pulling everything down and there's nothing wrong with the businesses we invest in, then it's a great opportunity to buy more. I see too many people out there waiting until the market recovers and then they buy at the top again. That's a really bad strategy. You want to be buying right now. Ideally, you want to be kind of buying into the dip because I do foresee this continuing to go down. That way, you're kind of spreading out your investments over time. So when the market recovers, you make some really big returns. But again, don't wait until we recover. Now is the time to attack. And again, just to remind you, over the last 100 years, there have only been about 17 recessions or bear markets with an average duration of 10 months. So that's a reminder that when markets do go down, they don't last for long. Now, if you want to know what stocks to look for, what stocks to avoid, you can join Tykr for free. Thanks for checking out this video. We'll see you in the next one. See ya.